Hey guys, welcome back to Alpular Orchids. Just a quick glimpse at a little experiment that started maybe about 6 to 8 months ago. That experiment is with Phalaenopsis orchids in water culture. So it all started here with this plant, which is the Phalaenopsis schilleriana. And if you've been following our channel for a while, first, thank you. Maybe you remember the video, I think it was called Sad Shill. And yeah, it was really in a sad state of affairs. The blooms all blasted except for like one flower last summer. Pretty much immediately after we cut the spike, we took it out of the bark that it was growing in. The leaf here that you can see, this leaf was really runty and it had started growing, but it had like stalled. It wasn't doing really good. And so we transferred it out of its bark and we put it into this glass. It's like a beer glass we got. Put a few pellets of leca down in the bottom, and that was it. And so just tried it in water culture, and it came back pretty strong. The leaf continued growing. It is a bit smaller, and so now the newest leaf is bigger again, which I'm very happy about. And so that kind of encouraged us. Again, we took this out. It's been in water culture now for about, 6 to 8 months, something I'd have to look at. And then because this did so well, we decided to try some others that were struggling. So this is one of our Phalmanii, and this plant again was one that just, it wasn't doing too great in the bark. This plant we took out of bark about 4 months ago now and put it into water culture again with a few leca pellets just down in the bottom of that jar. Yeah, this is the same jar we had one of our catasetums in, so it's now repurposed for water culture, phal. And then another species, phal borneensis. This is, again, this was in, I'd have to remember, but I think this was one of the plants that we tried growing in moss. And yeah, the roots just, everything went downhill kind of fast and we were losing roots really quickly. So it was an emergency measure to put this one into water culture just because I didn't know what else to do with it, give it time to recover. And the same story for this little guy, the phal palens, which we got from a member of the orchid board. You can see like where the roots just all started dying, like at the surface kind of the old media, but it was clearly not working. So this is the most recent, as in like yesterday, I pulled this out and put it into water culture. For the phal species orchids, the 4 of these that we grow in aquaculture, water culture, what we've been doing that seems to have been working pretty good is leaving like a, well, we irrigate, so fill it up and soak them for like 24 hours. Sometimes less, depending, I don't know. Sometimes I'll just leave them for a couple hours or whatever. Usually I try to leave them overnight and then in the morning, so maybe 12 hours. I don't know. Obviously you can tell I don't have like a set like time that I leave them soaking. I just kind of fill them up and then soon after, like a day later, less, I drain them. And they leave a tiny bit of water in the bottom with these leca pellets. So obviously the leca sinks back down, and then there's a little bit of water to keep like the humidity up, and the root tips are still soaking. And I try to do that every, I don't know, twice a week or so. I try to irrigate water, whatever you want to call it, in this method. And that seems to have been working okay. So hopefully things keep going. I mean, this is still, for orchid time, this is a very young experiment. Even the 6-month schilleriana experiment, that is still not enough time to really gain useful data and experience with this method. And this is where we grow these orchids right up here. This is a north-facing window. There's the garden facing north. Yeah, it's actually a sunny day here in Germany. Oh man, it's so nice. We'll keep you updated on this little experiment and these 4 species Phalaenopsis in water culture. Hope you guys are having a good one. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you back here at El Pilar soon.